Laura McAlpine, the last 5 days, 4 or 5 days of campaign, looks very busy here. I just want to compare something. Whereas Robert Halfon's has "Get Brexit Done" every single leaflet, I can't see the word Brexit on any of your leaflets or campaigns. Why is that?
So I've made a real conscious effort to not focus on Brexit for this election. You know, it's dominating a lot of the national news, and absolutely Robert is using that quite a lot. And the reason why I've decided against that is because the issues in this town and across the UK are far bigger than Brexit. Brexit is so divisive, it really is. I voted to leave myself personally, but the deal that Boris Johnson has negotiated is not a deal that's going to benefit anybody, and it's certainly not going to benefit people like working class communities like Harlow. What I want Jeremy Corbyn to lead Labour, and I want a deal that is actually going to be negotiated, and it's going to be the best deal for the people of Harlow and for communities like Harlow across the country.
Can I also ask you, you said some working class communities.
Yeah.
Do you think people identify themselves as working class communities? It's not a Victorian terms or almost outmoded terms.
Yeah.
You know, do people say, "Hello, I'm from the working classes"?
Absolutely. It's all about class, and whether you identify as being working class or middle class, we have got a class system in the UK, and there's no denying that. So absolutely, it's about class, but it's more than that. It's about the haves and the have-nots. It's about if you struggle and if you don't, and that is why I don't focus on Brexit, because actually people's problems are far bigger than Brexit. They really, really are. You know, we've seen poverty rising dramatically under the Conservatives. We're facing school cuts to our NHS. Food bank usage is, it's soared. This is not due to Brexit. It really isn't. It's due to austerity and deliberate cuts made by this Conservative government and backed by our MP, Robert Halford.
You're seen out all the time, as you should be. People said to me, saw you in great braes yesterday in the rain, etc. So are you saying when you're knocking on those doors that people aren't bringing, a bit like our question time, which is only 4% of discussing Brexit, is it a bit like that? People just aren't bringing it up?
People are bringing it up, but they're just not bringing it up as much as they were. And you're probably right, it's about 4-5% of people actually talk about it on the doorstep. The issues are far bigger in the UK and in Harlow, so they are talking about the fact they don't have a proper bus service. They are talking about the fact that energy bills are sky high, that their children who are in their 30s are still living with them. We've seen so many cuts to this town, and that is what people are talking about, and that is what we are seeing around us. The town centre is a fantastic place, and it's very vibrant and lively today, but we've seen severe cuts to the town centre. We've seen our shops closing. We've seen even the chain stores struggling, let alone the independents. So my vision for this town is bringing back those services and all of those fantastic things that we've lost.
And so this is now Saturday afternoon, and see, now on Thursday, is it simply full on as you've been, and then on Thursday getting the vote out?
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll be meeting as many residents as possible. So I've focused on door knocking because I think you can't be that one-to-one conversation. But I'll be a lot more visible in town centres, Staple Tie. If anybody wants to speak to me, if they've got any concerns, they can come up to me. They can email me. I always get back to people, although I'm struggling at the moment because there's a lot of emails coming in. And then it's get out the vote on Thursday. So we need to get as many Labour supporters to Harlow on Thursday to help us do that.